What a guy. Here we go.
From Westchester, Massachusetts, feast your eyes on Donovan Dijak.
Feast your eyes on Donovan Dijak, and what a massive, mammoth battle we had on Event 1 in Port Dover as Dijak got tossed around by the likes of Jesse V, but was still victorious at the end of the day.
What a match that was. A physical match, CJ. I don't know how you have a match like that and bounce back just a few hours later. He has to be hurt.
The Dijak hijack continues, and could he go 2-0 in Norfolk County?
We're going to have a bigger story to talk about here because this is MLW against TNA.
MLW, one half of the MLW Tag Team Champions right there in Dijak is about to take on the current TNA International Champion, who had the very first defense of his second reign right here in this ring earlier today against Shane Saber. Always forward. And here he comes, Steve Maclin, about to return here into a Norfolk ring.
Introducing his opponent, from Rutherford, New Jersey, he is the TNA International Champion. He is Bulletproof Steve Maclin.
Bulletproof Steve Maclin is ready for another battle. And what an opportunity, Sean. We are about to see two men that has crossed paths probably in some sort of fashion before. Maybe shared locker rooms.
Shared locker rooms for sure.
But I can't remember if these two have ever locked up.
From my research, they've never had a singles match against each other. They have shared a ring in multi-person matches. They've certainly shared locker rooms. You think of the NXT days around that time. But I don't think they've ever shared a ring. Research I've done, one-on-one. And we talked about how Dijak's got to be sore heading into this match. Steve Maclin was in a hell of a fight earlier tonight as well. Shane Saber took him to the limit for that belt.
And
Sean Porter is holding up right now.
It looks like we are having an official, not only interpromotional match, but a
Right off the start! He's out!
Oh my God!
No, like
1,
this.
2!
Oh my God!
Wow! Before I even can finish my sentence, a massive boot from Dijak, which size what, 15, 16 boots?
At least. Now, what does it do? Here's a bigger question for you. What does it do to the wrestling landscape if an MLW talent comes out here and walks away with the TNA title?
It could be anybody's game in today's wrestling landscape. Forbidden doors don't exist anymore.
No.
Gates don't exist anymore. Anybody could be facing anybody in any place at any time now, which is such a beautiful thing to see in wrestling. But we're seeing a tag team champion for MLW facing a TNA champion, international champion in a Canadian ring. What a sentence.
What a sentence.
Macklin's gonna fly!
What a dive!
Jesus!
The physicality here already is through the roof.
I did not think this year, when I started 2025, that a match like this could be happening, but who knows what can happen in pro wrestling.
Not only is it happening, but CJ, we get to be on the call for this. What a privilege. What an honor.
What an honor. It's now Steve Maclin just diving and beating Dijak down. And, we speak of the height and the power advantage of somebody like Dijak, but Steve Maclin, I could argue, can probably take Dijak down. He's battled his who's who of people while being TNA International International Champion.
And before it, a reign as TNA World Champion. He took on all comers during that run. Dijak wants to find his way to the MLW World title.
I'm sure he does. As Maclin stops and takes down one of the tree trunks of legs of Dijak.
We saw in the first match, it was Shane Saber's back he focused on. And here he's clearly chosen the knee as his focus.
Look at that knee DDT. And again, it's so impressive.
Well, he can't get up.
It's going to be hard. He might have tore some ligaments. He might have, you know, just really working on the legs, on the quad, on the thighs, and now using part of the ring.
Oh, did you hear that?
As the knee buckled.
John Porter might have to stop this.
What a way. What a statement. I mean, could we see Steve Maclin and a partner of his choosing come in and show up in MLW now for tag title gold?
You gotta think, you're defending your company here, right? Steve Maclin wants to go back to TNA and say, look, I just took down the MLW World Tag Team Champion. Dijak wants to go back and say, look what I brought you. Here's the TNA International Championship.
It's anybody's game here, and it's happening right here in Norfolk County Championship Wrestling.
He is grounded, Dijak. He is not letting up.
And that is wild to see. Somebody like, again, we talk about Steve Maclin, who is so cunning. No wasted movement. Everything is, there's a reason behind it.
We talk about cunning. Was it not cunning of Dijak to come out with that spinning big boot? Brilliant move, and that's the experience. Waste zero time.
Might have taken out a tooth or two from Maclin, or at least loosened up a filling. Now Maclin concentrating more on this leg hold.
Dijak's got to watch those shoulders too. Sean Porter's watching carefully here.
Making sure if those shoulders get dropped down, it could be a pin attempt.
He's watching. There's so many things to think about when you're in a submission like this. You're thinking about the pain in the leg. You're thinking about the shoulders. You also, on top of all of that, have to figure out, how am I going to get out of this? Fist between the eyes will do it sometimes.
Dijak fighting hard against the likes of Maclin. No, he hasn't. Ever since Maclin again tackling him. Just now kicks Dijak outside of the ring. Maclin is about to hijack the Dijak hijack. And what a way. Yeah, I'm going to not try to say it again, honestly, but Maclin is again, so violent.
Yeah, he's so physical.
So physical. And that's what you need, especially impressing a lot of these people in Cordova. And now,
hardest part of the ring, famously.
It's the wood and the metal frame together. It's just no give.
And I like that Sean Porter's checking on him here. He is making the wrestlers' safety, their health, paramount here, while still counting. Steve Maclin seems pretty content to take the count-out victory here. Can't blame him for that.
Honestly, live to fight another day. But the pride is too hard.
That's the 9.
We're at a 9 count.
How?
Wow!
All hard.
I mean, look at this. I mean, maybe that match with Jesse V tenderized Dijak, because Maclin knew he was facing Dijak in event 2. He knew what was happening. He had his eye on everything. I'm sure he was watching as Dijak was taking on Jesse V earlier tonight.
Absolutely was watching. See him through the curtain watching.
You want one more?
Just already formulated a game plan.
One more?
Wait. Dijak's ready here.
Oh! Dumps Maclin on the outside.
Needed that space, needed that separation here. Figure out if he can continue.
Once again, Maclin so close to getting back in, but just a desperation clothesline by Dijak.
Still hasn't gotten to his feet.
No, he hasn't. He's barely gotten up in the last few minutes.
Trying to get some feeling back into that leg.
I mean, he might be leaving here in Norfolk with the worst gift possible, a leg injury.
I think for that Indian healthcare.
I mean, it's only going to last you so much.
Surely.
And both of these men are going to go back into the States to their representative companies.
You gotta think.
Oh! How smart what that was with that knee lift.
Again, spinning kick.
I mean, Dijak is also very agile for a man his size, and he's ready to just put more damage. But he's fighting through, especially with that suplex.
He is giving it hell right now. He wants that gold. It shows what this title means.
Here we go. I don't know how smart this is.
No way. And he's giving out. Look at it.
Yeah, that left knee is starting to give.
He hit it.
A Death Valley driver from Dijak. 1, 2. Too much in pain to properly hook the leg. As once again, Dijak trying to figure out what he can do if he can win that beautiful blue and gold title back to MLW. What a way, what a match, what an event it would be if that would happen. Dijak wants to put it away. I think they're going to go for a choke slam.
As we said, it would change the wrestling landscape.
But Maclin.
Fight left in Maclin still.
Oh, here we go. God. What a slam there. 1, 2.
All heart. All heart.
Right shoulders up, Steve, 2.
What an overhead slam from Maclin. And Maclin is ready to try to put this away and become 2-0 and have 2 defenses of the international title underneath his belt.
What a way to kick off this reign it would be.
Oh, what a clothesline in the corner. Dijak fighting back as best he can, but Maclin, those hard shots.
Don't want to go strike for strike with Maclin.
No, you do not.
Absolutely, you're going to lose that battle every time.
God. Oh, Dijak landing on his feet, but I don't know how smart that was.
Again, though, that's instinct to land on your feet if you can.
Maclin going for a figure 4 and right in the center of the ring.
You're absolutely right, center of the ring. Again, he's got to watch those shoulders, he's got to think about the pain, and he's got to figure out a way out of this.
I don't know if Dijak could. A tap-out victory against the likes of Dijak.
But here's where that size comes in, right? He is a lot closer to those ropes than someone a lot shorter would be.
Dijak is...
If he can get his bearings here.
Dijak is just yelling in pain and just fighting through, using the pain to force more pain on his opponent, and now dragging
him.
Maclin into the... away from him.
Get it? Oh.
Just...
Tap?
Inches away, fingertips away.
Maclin's pulling back now. Oh no. He got it. He got it.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
But how much damage has been done on that leg? It's already about to just almost fall off. And again, Maclin not stopping. Relentless. Is a perfect term of what Maclin is doing right now.
Absolutely ruthlessly pounding that leg, that calf area. And if you've ever had an injury in that part of the body, the ankle, the calf, the knee, it makes everything brutal. Right off that post.
Oh, roll up here. 1, go! We almost saw a title change here in Norfolk.
Oh, Maclin's a mess.
Maclin must have gotten busted open.
Maclin's bleeding.
He's on the second rope. Dive in.
He got him by the throat.
Oh, God. No way. As Maclin busted open when he got in his head, bounced off the metal frame of the ring and a choke slam. 1, 2. Oh my God.
Second Dijak, that was two.
What heart?
Maclin.
Both of them. Maclin's a mess.
Maclin is busted open.
There's no way he hits this moonsault, right? On one leg?
On one leg?
This is impossible.
Oh God. Here we go. Bag him and tag him.
Got him. We saw it finish Shane earlier. Will it do the job here?
1, 2.
No, it's 2.
It's 2 and still Maclin is busted open. The blood is going into his eyes. You can smell the iron coming out of the wound.
Really can.
He's trying to do his damnedest
An eye.
to finish up this match.
Right above that left eye. I think it was when he hit the post.
It had to be.
And it instantly burst open.
It's Maclin pulling himself up by his bootstraps, ready and waiting to put it away here. Asking Dijak to come on. The smell of his own blood has made him into an unbearable animal.
He is on another level of violence now. Both of them are.
God.
This is insanity.
Let's go! 2 bulls
This is unbelievable.
battling it out here in Norfolk.
An all-timer here in Norfolk.
Here we go. Dijak from the torture rack position.
Do it if he hits it.
Oh,
the knee.
that
All
knee's-
that work on the knee.
The knee is giving out. Here we go. Oh, and a super kick right into the jaw. Here we go. Can he pull it away? Oh, too much torque.
Right into that DDT.
Butterfly DDT. 1, 2, 3.
What a match.
Here's your winner, and still TNA International Champion, Steve Maclin!
A classic.
Wow.
An absolute classic. I don't know how else to describe what we just saw.
2 men representing 2 different major American companies here in Norfolk, in Port Dover, had a war. And war never changes. But Steve Maclin battled through it all, and now will have scars to prove it as a 2-time TNA International Champion with 2 impressive victories here tonight.
You have to wonder, had he not put all that work in to that knee, he might have hit that spin kick. He might have hit that knee and finished it. Alas, it's Steve Maclin that walks out of here with the gold.
What an absolute battle, and more chaos on the coast in Port Dover is happening here. And we're just getting warmed up. Welcome to NCCW Wrestling World.
What a match. Steve Maclin is a mess. Like you said, he will carry these scars for the rest of his life.
What a champion.
What a moment.